Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Mary Bakes. We all know November 14th is celebrated as Children's Day. So stay tuned on Mary Bakes to get notifications on upcoming videos related to kids' special recipes. Today I've come here with a very healthy, unique and a very tasty cake recipe for you. It's rich in fiber, packed with calcium, good carbs and amino acids, vitamin D and very rich in iron as well. Is this a chocolate cake? So let's check out the secret ingredient for this special cake today. With very few easily available ingredients, I'll be making you a very special ragi and wheat flour cake today. Ragi has got a pale pinkish tinge, so once you add water or milk and cook it, the color develops to a brown shade. This is what gives our cake a light brown color that resembles to a chocolate cake. This is 3/4 cup of wheat flour, 3/4 cup of ragi flour. This is half cup of sugar which is taken and then powdered. So first we measure half cup and then we powder it. Then we have 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This is half cup of oil. I've used sunflower oil here. You can also use half cup of melted butter, half a teaspoon of vanilla essence and 1.5 cups of milk. So let's get started with the dry ingredients. I have a bowl over here. Let's add in the wheat flour. This is the regular wheat flour we use to make chapatis. Wheat is also a good source of fiber to our body. Next we'll add in the ragi flour. This is the normal ragi flour that's available in the stores. Next I'm adding in the baking soda and the baking powder. Now let's mix the dry ingredients well till the wheat and the ragi and the baking soda and baking powder gets well incorporated. I had some requests for some recipes that are rich in iron, especially for children. So I think cakes is something that children would love to have, and cakes are handy at all times. Okay, that's done. Now let's add in the powdered sugar. I've got half cup of sugar that is powdered. So let's mix this also well till it's incorporated. Don't worry if you see the sugar lumps there, they would get diluted when milk is added into it. Ragi is known as the super grain and the powerhouse of nutrition and provides many health benefits. As you can see, I have not added cocoa powder, chocolate sauce or any chocolate biscuit to make this cake. Now we'll add in the wet ingredients. I'm adding in half cup of oil. This is sunflower oil I've used. Now I'll be adding in the milk as well. First we'll add in 1 cup of milk. This is normal milk, that is boiled and at room temperature. After adding 1 cup of milk, we'll just mix it well. After it's incorporated well, we'll add in the next half cup. As you can see, when the ragi flour is mixed with milk, it is giving a brown color. This is what makes our cake special because it gives a chocolate effect to it. Okay, this is well incorporated now. Now let's add in the rest of the half cup milk also into this. We'll add it in batches. I'll be adding 1/4 now and then I'll just mix this well. This cake batter would have a running consistency. As you have noticed, I've used only half cup of sugar here. The main reason is because cocoa powder is not used here. Cocoa powder is little bitter, that is why we use a lot of sugar to compensate the bitterness. So the amount of sugar added here is also less. Now let's add in half teaspoon of vanilla essence. Now let's add in the rest of the milk that was kept aside. Okay, that's done now. Our cake batter is ready. Here I've taken an 8-inch round cake tin. I'll be just putting the butter paper. Before that, I'll just grease it with little oil. Remember to grease the sides as well. As I've always mentioned, it's always safe to use a butter paper for baking. Okay, we shall place the butter paper and just keep it firm down. Okay, now let's pour in the batter. As you can see, this is the consistency we need for the batter. Little flowy. I'm just pouring it into the cake tin. You can either bake this cake in an oven or on stove top. Just pat it twice. I always prefer baking my cake in an oven. So it goes into a preheated oven for 40 minutes at 180 degrees. My cake is done. I'm just checking it with a squiver. You can also do it with a toothpick. If it comes out clean, there it is. It's perfectly done. Based on the different types of oven we have, do check your cake after 30 minutes. Alright, I've just flipped over my cake. I'm just taking out the butter paper. There it is, our soft ragi cake is ready here. I'm just going to sprinkle some powdered sugar just as a decoration on the top. Just moving it around. There it is, it's done there. It looks very pretty with the white on the brown top. Well, let me tell you that this is a perfect treat for a tea time snack. Something unique in your children's tiffin box as well. Okay, I'm just going to cut this cake for you now. There it is, perfectly done, and it's really soft. There it is, our special ragi flour cake is ready. Isn't that simply super? The inside is perfectly done and it's really soft and looks really fluffy. So what can indulge more in kids than a chocolate cake? That's right, nothing but putting a ragi twist to it. It ensures a healthy element to their favorite cake. I've got a piece of cake in my hand. You can see it's really soft and spongy. I'm going to have my share now. Do try this simple and healthy cake and update your feedbacks and comments. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching Merry Bakes.